Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks to our POD and our team for attending this meeting today. Today, we will presenting financial ratio analysis from two companies, which are Hafsah Industri Berhad and Spritzer Berhad.
Let's start with overview of two companies. First company is Hafsah Industri Berhad. This company engaged in the manufacturing and sale of the crackers, biscuits and confectionery food items. This company founded on 4th October 1991 and listing on Bursa Malaysia in 2 November 2000. They have 3 subsidiaries, include first Hafsah Perusahaan Makanan Sdn Berhad. Second is Hafsah Hong Yong Brothers Sdn Berhad. Third is Incomex Food Industry Sdn Berhad. For their operation and distribution, they headquartered in Kuala Lumpur. Major sales network in the West Malaysia, which is in Klang Valley, Kota Baru, Kuantan, Ipoh, Batu and Alor. And distributor in East Malaysia, which is in Sandakan, Kota Kinabalu, Tawau, Kuching, Bintulu, Miri dan Sibu. For dividend policy, commits in 2009, the company distributing a minimum of 60% of post-tax net profit annually.
Our second shipping company is Spritzer Berhad. It is a well-known bottled water manufacturer in Indonesia, recognized for its taste and purity that consistently exceed customers' expectations. Because of that, they maintain their position as the leader in Malaysia's natural mineral water market. Founded in 1989 by Dato' Lim Kok Mun, Spritzer Berhad started as a private limited company. And since then, they has grown into a public limited company listed on Bursa Malaysia. The company's core product, which you can see from the picture, includes natural mineral water, sparkling natural mineral water, distilled drinking water, carbonated fruit flavored drink, non-carbonated fruit flavored drinks, and functional drinks. The company's recent revenue growth has been driven by a spike in demand for bottled water and successful market share gains, which we will discuss further in the analysis. According to market studies and estimates, Malaysia's bottled water business will continue to develop significantly in the future, and Spritzer Berhad is well positioned to capitalize on this trend.
So I'll continue for the financial analysis. For the first one, I will explain about the liquidity ratio, which is has two ratio. The first one is current ratio, and the second one is quick ratio. I will explain for the first one is current ratio. As you can see, Hafsah Industri has a 2.27 times, and Spritzer Berhad has 2.03 times. So both companies have a healthy liquidation position for this current ratio with a 2 ringgit and 3 cents and 2 ringgit and 2.7 cents available to cover each 1 ringgit of current liability. So overall for the current ratio is both company overall for the current ratio, Hafsah has a higher current ratio then Spritzer Berhad indicates effective working capital management and cushion against foreseen expenses and downturns. For the second one, P ratio, as you can see, Hafsah have a 1.83 times, and for the Spritzer Berhad we have a 1.61 times. Based on the graph, Hafsah Industri has a higher graph than Spritzer, but for the strongest of liquidity for this liquidity, Spritzer have more strong than Hafsah, which is for every 6.16 1.61 units of liquid asset for every unit of current liability. For the conclusion of overall of this both ratio, both company demonstrates prudent financial management and readiness to navigate near-term financial demands. The next one, we have the efficiency ratio. But we have 4 types in efficiency ratio, which is inventory turnover ratio, average collection period, non-current asset turnover, and total asset turnover. For the first one is inventory turnover. So Hub Seng has a higher turnover ratio than Spritzer. That means Hub Seng is indicating robust sales and efficient inventory control. While for the Spritzer has a lower inventory turnover ratio, targets effective demands forecasting and reduced storage costs. For the average collection period, Hub Seng have 38 days, while for the Spritzer have 70 days. Spritzer have more higher than Hub Seng, but Hub Seng have a shorter than Spritzer, reflects more efficient cash flow management and potentially has a lower credit risk. For the non-current asset turnover, Hub Seng is higher than Spritzer, which is Hub Seng has a 4.46 times, while for Spritzer Berhad have a 1.02 times, which is the higher non-current asset turnover, indicating demonstrate high efficiency in generating revenues from long-term investment. For the lower times, which is Spritzer Berhad targets under utilizations of long-term investment. For the last one, we have a total asset turnover. So Hub Seng Industry Berhad is higher than Spritzer Berhad. So that's me. The higher one indicates better asset utilizations, while the lower one targets underutilizations, operational inefficiencies, or challenge in revenue maximizations. Okay, for the third one, we have a leverage ratio. So leverage ratio have 3 types, which is debt ratio, debt to equity ratio, and times interest rate. For the debt ratio, as you can see, Hub Seng Industry Berhad have a 22.03%, while the first Spritzer have a 23.39%. Hub Seng Industry has a higher debt ratio, indicating moderate leverage, potentially increasing returns. But Hub Seng Industry also exposing the company to higher financial risk. For the Hub Spritzer has a lower ratio, so they're indicating a more conservative financial approach. For the debt to equity ratio, Hub Seng has a 47.13%, and for the Spritzer have 30.53%, which is the higher one has indicating a more leveraged capital structure. For the lower one, targets a more conservative approach with a smaller proportion of assets funded by debt. So the last one, we have a times interest time. Hub Seng has 4.26 times, and for the Spritzer Berhad have a 4.01 times. Hub Seng has a higher times than Spritzer Berhad. For the higher one is in the Hub Seng indicating a strong profitability and operational efficiency. While the Spritzer has a lower one, robust capacity to handle interest expenses.
Now, profitability ratio. Profitability ratio, we want to see how effectively the firm use their asset to make profit. The profit we use to expand the business, and ability the firm pay dividend to its shareholders. So profitability ratio is include gross profit margin, operating profit margin, net profit margin, return on asset, and return on equity. Okay, now we see the gross profit margin. The Spitzer is higher than the Hab Seng Industry Berhad. So that means the Spitzer is good in control the cost of goods sold. But however, we can see the operating profit margin. The Hab Seng Industry is higher than the Spitzer Berhad. So that means maybe the Spitzer is good in control the cost of goods sold, but it's low in control the operating expenses. Okay, next we move to the net profit margin. We can see the Hab Seng Industry Berhad is higher than Spitzer Berhad. Okay, Hab Seng also lead the ROA and ROE is higher than the Spitzer Berhad. So the Hab Seng Industry is good, make profit from their investment, and they have give the better return for its shareholders. Okay, now we continue to the market ratio. The market ratio is show the company performance and measure the investor perception and judgment towards the company potential. Now we look on the earning price share. Earning price share of Spitzer is higher than Hab Seng Industry Berhad, which is Spitzer have 15.45 cents, whereas the Hab Seng Industry just 5.64 cents. Similar to the dividend per share, Spitzer is higher than the Hab Seng Industry Berhad, which is Spitzer have 5.50 cents, whereas the Hab Seng Industry just 4.0 cents. So the dividend payout ratio, the Hab Seng Industry Berhad is higher than the Spitzer Berhad, which is we can see the Hab Seng Industry Berhad have 71%, whereas the Spitzer just 35%. But the company, both company is actually should avoid the reduction of the dividend payout ratio, because it will maintain the investor interested in the company. We see on the price earning ratio where the Hab Seng Industry Berhad is higher than the Spitzer Berhad. So that means the investor is more confident to Hab Seng Industry Berhad for the future performance. Okay, lastly, we see the dividend yield. The Spitzer Berhad is higher than Hab Seng Industry Berhad. The board of company dividend yield is quite good, but a higher dividend yield may not be a good sign, because the company is returning too much profit to the investor rather than growing the company. This presentation will compare Hab Seng Industry Berhad and Spitzer Berhad from a few aspects, which are liquidity, efficiency, leverage, profitability, and market ratios. First, I will explain to you from liquidity ratio aspects. Hab Seng Industry Berhad has a higher liquidity ratio compared to Spitzer Berhad, indicating a stronger capacity to meet short-term commitments. This provides stability and reduce the needs from external parties. In contrast, Spitzer that has lower liquidity ratio, indicating potential difficulties in meeting immediate financial obligations, which may increase financial strain and risk. Hab Seng Industry Berhad demonstrates an efficiency ratio higher compared to Spitzer that gives a lower efficiency ratio, indicate
effective resource use and higher profitability. This results in better cash flow and market competitiveness. Spritzer Berhad has lower leverage ratio, indicating cautious financial management and reduced financial risk. This enhances stability. Conversely, Hub-Seng Industry Berhad has higher leverage ratio, shows that greater reliance on debt, increasing financial risk, and potentially impact profitability and credit rating. Hub-Seng Industry Berhad has higher profitability ratios, reflecting a strong financial statement and efficient profit generation. This will attract investors to invest in this company. Meanwhile, Spritzer Berhad has lower profitability ratio, shows that inefficient and difficulties in generating profit, which may affect investors to invest in this company. Hub-Seng Industry Berhad that has a higher market ratio, it suggests positive investor perception and confidence in future growth, enhancing market valuation and attractiveness. In contrast, Spritzer Berhad that has lower market ratio indicates less investor confidence and potential challenges in attracting investment and maintaining market value. In short, Hub-Seng Industry Berhad outperforms Spritzer Berhad in liquidity, efficiency, profitability, and market ratios, indicates a stronger financial health and investor confidence. Spritzer Berhad excels in leverage ratio but faces many challenges in other financial matrices. Overall, Hub-Seng Industry Berhad represents a strong robust in financial profile. I think that's all from our team. Thank you for BOD for attending this meeting together. Thank you.